Oh! Oh god, wow, that's quite a view. I'm not gonna lie, wow, she's really perking those things together. Yikes. You were watching us? Oh no, we got caught! Oh! What is up, my fellow ninjas, and welcome back to Monkey Ninja Games, here for another episode of SENPAI Sunday! So, now we are back on episode 4 of Sakura Spirit. Now we have a small recap. We woke up next to a gorgeous cutie, the mocha color one, right there. I love my mocha, if you see it by my custom chocolate coffee videos. Anyways, we woke up, we're in the kitchen, and we're gonna proceed from here with some oranges, apples, and possibly some whipped cream. It's always a great episode when you have whipped cream and these type of visual novels. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into visual novel! Because we can't get into gameplay because it's not really gameplay, so, I mean... Anyways, back to the video. There are oranges, apples, and a small vineyard behind the mansion. I could whip us up some whipped cream to go with it if you would like. Sure, that sounds easy enough. Let's get some delicious fruit, Mayako-chan. Alright! As Mayako led me towards the garden of the impressive mansion, she seemed a little quiet, as though she had something on her mind. I wanted to ask her about it, but something about the way her ears sagged and her tail hung low told me that probably wasn't the best idea. I decided I would simply try to cheer her up. So, which do you prefer, Mayako-chan? Apples, grapes, or oranges? We could gather all three, but I bet we could grab a few for ourselves first. Wait, so cute. Apples, I guess. I knew a fox spirit once, a friend of Onisama, who loved apples. I can't remember her name though. I guess my head's a bit hollow. Apples are awesome. Crunchy on the outside and sweet on the inside. And your head isn't hollow, silly. If that was true, I think I'd still be stuck in that jail cell. Onisama did most of the thinking though. I just sorta went along for what she said. Well, someone has to take the lead. Besides, I'm still grateful for your help, all the same. How about... I playfully flicked Mayako's forehead with a grin. See? It doesn't sound hollow at all. I'm sure there's plenty of clever thoughts in that pretty little head of yours. Ah, so we're flirting now. Okay, alright, I'm down. Ow! Meanie! Oh, that's kinda cute. Now you know I'm right at least. Anyways, let's get those apples, shall we? Okay, I'll get them. You go grab that basket over there. Alright, let's get down to business. Feeling hyped, I went to grab one of the baskets stacked nearby and returned to Mayako, who had started climbing one of the trees. Of course, she's a fox spirit. Why don't they climb? The girl looked accustomed to climbing, but her small hands had me a bit worried. Hanging from the branch with just her legs, she checked to see if the apples were ripe. Mayako-chan, be careful! You might slip. Ow! I think she hit us in the head with an apple. The girl had thrown an apple at me, and while my reflexes let me catch it with ease, the force behind it still stung my palm a little. Of course, I did exaggerate a bit for the girl. Yeah, right. Haha, I'll be fine, Taka-kan. I've been climbing these trees all my life. Even the most experienced climbers end up running into trouble if they aren't careful. I smiled weakly at the girl's excited attitude, placing the apple I caught into the basket. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm a fox spirit. I won't fall. I'm super careful. Watch. I'll grab the apples near the top. Oh boy. Let's see what happens. Well, wait. Mayako-chan. Unless you can fly, I don't think you should go for those. Fly? I can't do that, silly Taka-kan. Who has ever heard of a flying fox spirit? Ah! As expected, the moment Mayako tried to reach for one of those apples near the top of the tree, the girl ended up losing her footing and tumbled down towards the ground with a loud cry. Oh, Mayako! My reflexes quickly kicked themselves into gear, trying to catch the girl before she hit the ground. Unfortunately, I didn't notice the apples scattered around the tree, and as a result, ended up tripping over them. I managed another few steps and was able to catch Mayako before I dropped to the ground. Yes! We caught her. Okay, she's safe. Yay! My head was throbbing once I had recovered from the fall. I tried to sit up, but found myself held down by a small but substantial weight. Does she weigh that much? Oh! Oh god, wow, that's quite a view. I'm not gonna lie, wow, she's really perking those things together. Yikes. Opening my eyes, I looked to see Mayako sitting on my lap.
Ow wee! I guess I tried to reach a bit too far. Thank you, Takahiro. You saved me. And you gave me a soft, well, kinda soft and kinda hard landing. Oh! Oh! Woo! Oh! Already, wow, okay. I won't be surprised if she asked, when do we start collecting bananas, Takahiro? But, Mayako-chan, do you mind? You're crushing me. She doesn't look that, well, those hips do look kinda burr. What? Oh my gosh, Takahiro, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
As the younger girl grew increasingly flustered, I knew I had to calm her down. Gently, I tilted my legs beneath her, and she toppled forward, her head resting against my chest. Ooh, that sounds kind of romantic. Kind of. I guess we've learned that fox spirits can be pretty clumsy. Or maybe that Mayako is even cuter up close than I thought.
What? Takahiro, I think you're mistaking me for Oni-sama.
Nope, I'm talking about you. You have that innocent side to you that's really charming. I wouldn't be surprised if lots of people from the village would want to claim you as their adorable little sister once we've cleared up those misunderstandings.
Huh. I'd be happy to call you my brother, Takahiro, but lots of people in that village are super mean. I just want to spend time with you and Oni-sama.
Brother? How about darling?
Darling? I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Really? I think we'd be a cute couple. A hero and a fox spirit living happily ever after. Your sister could stay too. What is this guy doing? I mean, he's in bed with one of the girls and then he has one of the other girls sitting on top of his pogo stick? I mean, come on, Takahiro, pick and choose. What have I said? Go ahead and be a player. Okay. We could raise a little family. I mean, we already have a house, so we wouldn't have to worry about that. And any guy from my world would kill to have a pretty wife like you. Oh, wow, he's really making the move. I held back a chuckle, knowing all too well that my teasing was taking effect. And yet, I was happy to see her spirit seemingly lifted.
Thank you, Takadi.
Takadi. I think Taka-kan would be better. Mayako-san probably wouldn't like another sibling. But I'm glad you cheered up. You didn't seem too happy earlier. The way your tail and ears were hanging low reminded me of a scolded puppy.
Huh? Oh, right. I was just thinking is all. You know about that spell I wanted to try? The one that needed the silky wedding undies?
Wedding sash? It's kind of like a belt that the brides wear during the wedding ceremony. I doubt any spell involving panties would be a good idea to cast.
Oh, I thought it was like wedding undies that you wear on your wedding night. Anyway, the spell. I don't know why, but I wanted to try it for a little while now. And, well, it's a gate spell. Not like those temporary ones. Those are easy to make. A permanent one, like a portal to a different place.
Huh. It sounds interesting. But are you sure it's safe?
Silly Takadi. That's the point. This spell, it might be able to help you.
Well, that's good and all. I prefer not ending up in the middle of the sea or like a live volcano. I think we should be a bit more careful with your magic.
Huh. I'm a good mage.
That's what Harry said when he told Atlantis he had a solution to their water shortage.
Huh? What's
Atlantis? A city with high ambitions, sunk into the deep due to poor management. Anyway, I think it's best if we get an expert's opinion before we try anything. We're going to visit this Suyuri anyway, so maybe she'll be able to tell us if your spell will get me home.
What? But Su-chan told me I shouldn't use magic at all. She said it was only for her to use or something.
Huh. Maybe she had a reason for saying that, like, maybe, I don't know. Do spells have side effects?
Huh! You're just like Oni-sama. She forbid me too, but I showed her spells that could be helpful and that I could control them. So she let me do more research. I'm not gonna throw spells around like they're nothing. I'm not a dumb little kid.
I'm not gonna do anything. Besides, you seem old enough to take care of yourself. Not that I know how old someone like you might be, but beware of the dark side of magic. In most stories, magic usually comes with a price. Like, what would you do if magic gave you a terrible tummy ache, or headaches, or worse, diarrhea? Ugh. Why would you say that to a girl? You do not mention diarrhea in front of a woman, especially if you are trying to do some of the magic of your own. Then you better prepare a gate spell to the nearest bathroom. Oh, dude, you are so cheesy.
Huh, I do get headaches, but those aren't really all that big of a deal. And I get to do a lot of things for Oni-sama. I'm not going to change that, ever. So there.
Huh. I already said I wasn't going to make you do anything. However, what you do need to change is the fact that you're straddling me and you're rather close, so I'd appreciate it if you could get off. Bruh. I think she already got off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sorry.
But you're so warm and soft. I could just curl up and sleep on you.
That would be pretty adorable. That's one word for it. Wait, don't go falling asleep on me.
Just kidding. I want to do something like that out here. Maybe tonight, though. It's only fair since Oni-sama got to do it. But more importantly, dessert.
Oh! Oh! Wait. Okay, are we talking about dessert for food or dessert as in...
This is a great visual novel. We need to go back inside. Oni-sama is probably wondering what's taking so long.
I couldn't really argue with the girl's impeccable logic. With a smile, I helped the girl to her feet and gathered a few fallen apples into the basket. We returned to Machiko and enjoyed our dessert together. It wasn't too long after that Maiko started to feel sleepy, so Machiko took her to bed, wishing me a good night. The next morning. I woke the next morning to the sun filtering through the wooden blinds. Yawning loudly, the girls had very graciously given me an entire room to myself, and it was certainly a lot bigger than my room back at home. It was still early in the morning, likely a bit before breakfast. I decided to spend a short moment to gather my thoughts. It was clear that, in order to learn more about my situation, I would need to pay a visit to the shrine. Maybe I could even find the answers to some other questions that had been lingering in the back of my mind for a while now. The fact that Machiko seemed surprisingly nervous at the mention of Tsuyone's name made me wonder about their relationship. What could have possibly happened to make Machiko react like that? The apparent hostility between the villagers and the fox spirits was another issue altogether. Of course, I couldn't forget about the fact that I needed to find a way to get home as well. Just as I finished gathering my thoughts, Maiko's voice resounded from the downstairs.
Takani! Breakfast is ready! Could you go get Ani-sama?
I wonder how this is gonna go. Sure, we'll be right there. I quickly made my way out of the room, finding myself within one of the corridors of the mansion. Once outside, it didn't take long for me to find Machiko wandering down the corridor, her lips curving into a smile when she saw me. Ooh, that's kind of flattering.
No need to look for me, Taka-kan. Maiko's voice reached me loud and clear.
Good morning, Machiko-san. Did you sleep well?
It was a decent sleep, although perhaps a bit lonely, however.
Oh, I would have kept you company. I'm just saying. I mean, I have no problem with that. I mean, if she's lonely, just keep her company. Just cuddling's okay.
You seem to be getting along well with my little sister. Takani, was it? Perhaps I should consider you my rival in the quest for the heart of our dear Maiko-chan.
She seems to like it. I guess I'll be stuck with that name for a while.
Oh, is it not to your liking?
Well,
perhaps you would prefer Darling instead.
Oh, you little fox, you. You were watching us? Oh, no! We got caught! Oh! But anime girls, they don't care. They just like to get in on the action.
Indeed. It was taking you both such a long time. I grew rather curious and stuck out.
But I didn't see you at all.
Well, I am a fox spirit. Hiding myself from humans is like playing hide and seek with a child.
Then why didn't you use your hiding skills to hide from the guards?
Now that you mention it, the thought never occurred to me. Well, it certainly was fun getting chased by them. Unfortunately, Mayako does not have the best control over her change. She is far too excitable and is unable to maintain the illusion. It is her one magical blind spot. I'm sure it would have been fun if the Tsundere Tyrant had caught you both. That certainly would have been an unpleasant experience. Then again, I'm sure you would have ended up saving me, wouldn't you, Taka-kun?
I noticed a subtle change in Mayako's voice as the sweet, sugar-coated words caused my cheeks to flush red. I wasn't really good at dealing with this girl's flirty attitude. Stepping backwards, I turned towards the stairs at the end of the corridor and replied in a hurried tone, "But Mayako-chan is waiting for us." And with that, I rushed towards the kitchen, with Machiko giggling behind me as she followed.
Ah, good morning, both of you. I fixed up some eggs and toast for you. There are some oranges, too. Ah, wonderful. Thank you, little one. You are getting better at this.
To wake up knowing a pretty girl made my breakfast. Ah, it's good to be alive.
Perhaps you would enjoy having one resting by your side as well.
That's a bit overkill, especially considering the condition of said girl. I recalled the sight of Machiko sleeping yesterday and my cheeks immediately grew red. I quickly sat down at the table, trying to distract myself by changing the subject. So, thanks to you two, I learned a little bit about this world. How about I return the favor and talk about mine? Do you have anything you want to ask?
Oh, yes. I want to know, what are the spirits like in your world?
I thought about her question for a moment before I replied with a sheepish grin. Well, in my world, spirits only exist in folk tales. They appear in stories and in certain religions, even worship them. But it's not like we got them running around like they do in this world.
Folktales? Worship? Your world is strange, Taka-kun. Ah, that's kind of boring. What about your life? Are you a defender of your village? You said something about judo before. What is that?
You mean judo? Well, in my world, people go to this place called school. It's basically a place of knowledge, where you learn a lot of things before you're considered an adult of our society. But in my world, the defenders are known as the police. They keep things peaceful and such. I'm just a student. I guess you could say that I'm studying to become a defender. Not just of my village, but of my whole country. It was a bit exaggerated. Yes, it was a bit exaggerated. But it felt kind of nice to call myself a defender.
Hehe, that sounds weird. Is the police like an army or something? Defending the whole nation? Your world is very strange, Taka-kun.
I wouldn't call it strange, Machiko-san. It's this world that's weird, but no, the police is like the guards in the village. We do have an actual army that defends the country, though.
Hehe, either way, your world sounds like fun. Especially if everyone's like you. Anyway, Oh no, oh dang it. These oranges have worms in them. Ew! Oni-sama, did you forget to check them again? Oh, how terrible. I must have been overcome with fatigue and never gotten around to checking them properly.
Oh, that's nasty.
Phew, big old lazy meanie. I'll just have to go and get some apples instead.
Do you want us to come with you again? As Maiko went outside to grab some apples, my eyes drifted towards Machiko, who was observing me with a content smile, clearly pleased with something. Hi! Wow, those... I will say it's a little bit nipply in here. It appears to be a little bit nipply in here.
It's such a relief to see her in such a good mood. It has been a tough few months. I must admit, she has been upset that her magical skill has not been progressing as fast as they once did.
Okay, my ninjas, so in order for me to keep these episodes reasonably linked, I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode right here. But this looks like a good starting point, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, my ninjas, I really do hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you liked this video, then go ahead and smash that like button, comment in the comment section down below if you have something to say about this video, and subscribe to join the Ninja Clan as we continue in this world of sexy fox spirits and continue to try to find a way back home, which I don't know why we don't just stay in this world where it seems like heaven on earth. Anyways, my ninjas, I really do hope that you enjoyed this episode. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Later!